Hello everyone and welcome to our playthrough of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves on the PS2.
It's kind of impressive they put 3 games on one console generation.
This game came out 1 year after Sly 2.
Wait, oh.
Sly 2 was 2004, this was 2005. So yeah, quick turnaround, mostly because this game is obviously built on Sly 2's engine and assets.
Already the animations look improved a little bit. Although maybe I'm just biased because the camera's not behind Sly.
One of the first things you'll notice is how much brighter this game is than Sly 2.
Oh yeah. Hey look, elephant guys that aren't animals. Actually, these guys look like they're half monkey or gorilla.
There is a reason for these guys being sort of weird half animals, but that's going to take a while. For some reason, the game holds on this shot of Sly for a long time, and I don't know why.
So, I never understood, or I was trying to understand. You said for this playthrough, did you use the internal recorder in the end, or what did you decide to go with?
Yeah, I had a bit of an odyssey getting the footage for this game. At first, I used the same solution as Sly 2, which basically just recorded whatever the emulator spat out, preserving like stutters and all that stuff. But that was a lot harder because this game stutters a lot more. So eventually I figured out how to use the internal recorder, which edits all that out automatically. It just places it exactly the way it should be. So the footage is all nice and smooth.
And that really only works in a post-commentary playthrough, honestly.
Yep. So, kind of some interesting things going on right there.
Yeah, that looks like one hell of a safe break.
If you noticed earlier, there were a bunch of what looked like Sly's canes over there. So, I utterly refuse to believe that no one on the Persona 5 team didn't play this game, because the setup in the beginning and like the framing device are exactly the same.
The portrait animations are much less janky.
Excellent. Radio control. In position. Recovery team. Are pumped. Submersibles. Showtime, baby. Telekinetics.
Telekinetics?
Alright, it's the crime of the century at the
So it seems like there's more than just Sly, Bentley, and Murray this time. So yeah, so real quick, fortunately this time they allow you to change the camera
Yay.
inversion, so thank goodness. However, it only allows you to change the camera in certain circumstances. So, like, I had to bring up the Binocucom in order to get the Binocucom stuff. So, over the course of the game, every time I encounter a new one, I have to pause the game and switch it around again.
That's frustrating. It reminds me, that looks like a racetrack. It reminds me of Vinny will sometimes play games that fans have made, and a lot of times there's an option on there that just says, "Is Vinny playing?" and it's what control or inverts the access of the camera. I don't know. What do you prefer? I didn't pay attention.
So my camera controls are set to reversed up and down and left and right, but that's because it's backwards to what is considered normal in the West right now, which is press the stick in a direction and the camera reveals what is in that direction.
I see. My problem is, I played games long enough that not inverted camera feels wrong. But I will say, playing Wind Waker always makes me want to vomit at first when I haven't played it in a while, because it has inverted X and Y, or like left and right, and that just feels wrong.
Call requesting door via Agent Monarch. Over.
Launching. Stand clear.
So the Persona 5 connection is that we're starting in media res.
Media res? Oh, in the middle?
Yes, so we're a band of thieves pulling off a big job. Most of the team is only heard as voices on the radio in silhouette and using code names so as not to give away their identities. And then we'll get more into the similarities later, but suffice to say, it's scarily similar, the two of them. So I think that someone at Atlas was a Sly fan.
Oh, yeah. I can already see why this game might be struggling. The amount of effects and the intensity of them seem to be way higher.
Strong work, Deep Six. Every time.
How's your wife doing, Richards?
Oh, very well, Dr. M. Thank you for asking. Very thoughtful.
And your son, what's his name, Mike?
Mark, sir. He's well too, yeah?
So,
Canadian
got
elephant?
guy right here.
It's a shame you won't be seeing them again.
Sir?
Afraid I poisoned your drink at lunch. Sorry, Richards, but I don't tolerate poor performance. You should have changed the security code from 1, 2, 3 after you installed the new system.
I'll improve, I swear.
No, you'll die any second now.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I think we found our villain.
Yeah.
Yes, water leaking into the lab. I'm on my way down. Oh, and get a janitor for the lab elevator. Richards got sloppy.
The Cooper vault is just across these wires. I'm en route to your position for the loot haul. Over.
And this is why I make it a policy not to drink water ever. No, I kid. I just have a severe soda problem.
So, Bentley was talking about the Cooper Vault.
Oh. Uh-oh.
So real quick, you can see those canes right there.
Oh.
I had to re-record this part a number of times, and the last time I forgot to take a second and look at them.
Okay. This raises more questions than answers. Is 4 the one with the time travel?
Yes.
You must be Sly Cooper.
Yeah, the subtitle to Sly 4 was Thieves in Time. Although technically it didn't have 4 in the title.
Cooper family, you're trespassing.
No, my naive boy, you're trespassing. I've got the deed to this island. This fortress is mine. Everything here is mine, which now includes the key to the vault. Hand over that cane.
Sorry, pal. Family heirloom. Buy a knockoff at the gift shop.
I like to think there is a gift shop.
Well, following up on the end of the last game, you can see Bentley in his wheelchair.
He got what he deserved after what he said to do to those rats.
Oh,
I told you he'd pay for them.
Just wait until some of the stuff he pulls off in this game.
Whoa, that was fancy.
Yeah, you could do that in Sly 2 as well. Just press triangle in
Also,
midair.
it looked like Benson just yeeted out of there, just like the speed of light.
Yeah, he falls awful fast.
No,
in
more
this
like
section.
out the like to go to the next point where he's
Yeah, he's got boosters, and in cutscenes and scripted sections, he can do whatever he wants.
okay,
with them.
that explains that.
The boat's just up ahead.
Oh no, it's El Chupacabra.
Escape, Cooper.
So apparently they've got a boat.
Oh boy.
Also, want to point out that this place, the opening thing, called it Cane Island.
Right. This place feels this boss feels explicitly out of Infamous.
Save yourself.
If he wants to eat this.
You gave him the thing he wanted, Sly. Are you okay? Well, Sly is dead.
Sly, no! Hold on, Sly, hold on!
It was like they always say, your life really does flash before your eyes. There it all was, stretching back to my childhood.
Convenient flashback.
So this is the rest of the Persona 5 connection. During the heist, something goes wrong, the main character is captured, and the rest of the game is a flashback. Most of the rest of the game is a flashback showing all the events leading up to that heist.
See.
But fate had different plans. I was robbed of my childhood when a ruthless gang attacked our home.
Like when I was playing Persona 5 for the first time back in 2017, I was floored at how exact it was to this game.
It was there that I met my lifelong friends. Bentley, he's always been the thinker. And Murray, he's the doer. We'd stuck together over the years, and our skill, our confidence, and our thieving reputation grew stronger with each heist.
And Murray never learned to wear pants.
We thought that the good times would never end, and that our
Yeah, neither does Bentley.
Ah,
Or Sly, for that
yeah,
matter.
I guess it's the Mickey Mouse thing. They're Donald Duck in it.
Then I met this guy, McSweeney.
Oh.
Who claimed to have run with my father's crew back in their
Oh, I
heyday.
forgot. Sly was arrested? Wait.
They
No.
pulled jobs all over the world.
This is Sly's dad.
Collection of
Right.
priceless items. It was then that McSweeney
By the way, this whole thing of Sly meeting McSweeney, it was in a comic book that was not included
Oh.
with the game. Fortunately, this cutscene gives you all you need to know. I myself never really looked up that comic book until a couple months ago.
McSweeney's story is true.
I find it disgusting when games or shows do that. I'm like, I'm not going to go out and buy a comic.
We set out for the secret island that held the vault. On arriving, we discovered someone by the name of Dr. M had already set up shop. From the looks of it, he'd been trying to crack the thing for years, growing steadily more frustrated in his failures and more paranoid as the decades rolled by. He built himself a fortress with security as tight as Fort Knox. Getting inside the place would take precision, creativity, and moreover, it would take an army of world-class thieves. Finding and bringing together that much talent won't be easy, but to get inside the Cooper Vault and collect my inheritance, I was willing to pay the price.
Well, with Clockwork having been definitively dealt with in Sly 2, we have to have a new plot for Sly 3, and that is getting inside the Cooper Vault.
Now, I could be wrong, but I think that the mad scientist guy is a macaque.
I believe he's a mandrill.
Oh, I knew it started with an M. I was even picturing a mandrill, and I said the wrong one.
Yeah, the funny thing is, the only reason I know what a mandrill is because there's a roller coaster opening up in England called Mandrill Madness.
I know it.
Mayhem.
I know it because of Earth's Mightiest Heroes has a villain named Mandrill, who's, well, a mandrill.
So, the game now has a dedicated tutorial area called the Hazard Room.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
This first set of tutorials is not optional, but the later ones fortunately are. But I show them off anyway.
Dish it out.
It looks like Bentley's not sitting. It looks like his lower half of his body's just dangling.
His legs are dangling.
Okay. Honestly, it makes more sense. That way you don't have to be way down.
They never get lost. Use the right analog stick to look around the hazard room. Try to find the Cooper gang marker I'm projecting. Great. Now press down on the L3 button to ping a waypoint.
That's handy.
I agree. These holographic markers are an invaluable tool for
So here's a new quality of life improvement for Sly 3. When you ping a waypoint, it has that little circle that comes up that helps tell you where, in what direction relative to you, the waypoint is.
That's nice.
Waypoint, and we'll commence phase 2. I've programmed in a new mission destination. Press L3 to find it. The cool thing here is that if you don't have line of sight, the waypoint will automatically stretch above whatever's blocking your view. Scan the horizon and you'll always find it.
Ah, so you're showing that off. That's neat.
Perfect.
Yeah, for this playthrough, I did try to not cut off narration when I can, and show off concepts and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm trying not to talk over it too much myself.
high
Yeah.
while in the air for an extra high double jump.
All right, Bentley, what's next?
As you know, it's very useful to survey guards from the rooftops. To do that, we'll have to be able to look down at them.
Let me guess. Use the right analog stick?
Yep. Try to find the marker I'm projecting down there. Excellent.
Now, right there, they
Now look
did
up at that
change
pillar.
the
I'm projecting
direction
another
that they
marker.
prompt you to push the stick based off of what you'd already selected for your
Great.
inversion. So good on them
Put all
there.
these skills to use and get to the remaining waypoints. Should be easy if you ping them with the L3 button and look around.
Honestly, I feel like this team could make a Wind Waker game if they wanted
Nice
to.
one down.
At least in the sense of
Possibly.
the art style. Feels kind of similar. I mean,
Yeah.
it feels like they've been refining their cell shading over the past 3
Good
games,
job,
and they
Sly.
definitely
You
look
made
their
it.
best here.
You're now ready to take on the meanest
Yeah.
of navigation tasks.
After Sly 2, they definitely realized that the game doesn't always need to be in midnight settings, and it doesn't need to be dark just because it's a
Right.
thiefy game. So I really appreciate that
Yeah.
art style
You
tweak.
picked up a lot of skills after reading the Thieves Raccoonus.
Heck of a page turner, that book.
Let's see if you remember them all. Check out those small points on that wire. You can land on them light as a feather using your ninja spire jump.
Easy. I just jump and hit the circle button.
Exactly. Try getting over to the other platform.
Most of the abilities that you get over the course of Sly 1, he keeps throughout the series. Like the Ninja Spire jump
Right.
here.
And that's
Mostly because
cool.
they're basic traversal
You know
stuff.
I love the second story work.
One of the exceptions is the invisibility power, which you do have to get, re-get in each game.
Hit the circle button when you're close to crawl inside.
It reminds me how Banjo-Tooie had you keep everything from the first game and then just add it on top of it.
Nice job, Sly. You're
Yeah, I mean,
credit
if
to
you have like
grenade.
3 games, you can do that, but at some point, if you make enough,
Yeah.
you have to
Oh,
accept
totally.
that Samus is going to lose the morph ball in every
Right.
game, and
My-
it's fine.
Yeah. What bothers me is in Tooie, you get the ability, 2 things that are super duper, well, 3 really. The ability to climb onto ledges, or like grab ledges, the ability to aim eggs while you're flying, actually the ability to aim eggs at all. So it's definitely, I hate the quality of life stuff you miss when you go to a
Inside the
prequel.
world-class
All right.
vault would take a team
Vault.
of world-class thieves, a group of specialists, each member contributing their own particular talent. It was clear that we needed Murray back. Not only was I missing a lifelong friend, but his brute strength helped get us out of more than a few scrapes in the past. When Bentley was injured during the whole Clockwork affair, Murray blamed himself, eventually leaving the team. We tried to console him, but going out on his own was something he needed to do. He said he wanted to find his spiritual center. We got word that Murray ended up in the Australian outback, where he studied a mystic art called the Dreamtime from an Aboriginal guru. From all accounts, things went pretty well, and his teacher even sent him on a walkabout to locations all over the globe to complete the training.
Nice.
Latest reports have cited Murray in beautiful Venice, Italy, but what he's doing there is a mystery. I just hope he steers clear of the local mob boss, Octavio. Growing up, this guy used to be a real celebrity in the neighborhood. Everyone loved to hear him sing opera and said he was destined to be the next great tenor. But just as his career started to take off, musical tastes changed. Suddenly,
It's the Beatles.
Oh no.
and no one wanted to listen to opera anymore.
Who is this
He
guy?
held on to a
Pete
few
Best?
things,
Okay.
And it was these mobsters that took him into the business. Heading onto this guy's turf was dangerous, but worth it for a chance to make things
So
right.
is he a lion?
Yes. So unlike Sly 1 and 2, where all the villains were like a part of the same gang, in this one we just happen across the territory of various unrelated villains. And yeah, the exact events leading up to Murray leaving the team, once again, those were covered in that comic.
It's funny.
But the point is, he blamed himself for what happened to Bentley, and he left.
Ooh, I'm getting Professor Layton vibes from this architecture and color. This looks fun. Now, his spirit guide leader said he should go on a world journey, but we all know he just wanted to get rid of Murray. Oh, gosh. You know, man, my sister went to Europe, and I was sad to hear they didn't actually go to Venice. You go all that way, and you don't even go to Italy.
There's a lot of nice places in Europe.
Yeah, that's a
Europe's
problem.
a big place.
It's a dense place. Okay. So already back to basic buying?
Yeah, so we have the buying power-ups thing from Sly 2 back. And once again, the smoke bomb is so good that they don't even waste time giving it to you.
Yeah.
Cops around here really like to make an impression.
I'm afraid it's a losing battle. Don Octavio runs the show in this neighborhood. It's his security forces patrolling the streets, not the cops.
Noted. Huh. Looks like I found my way inside.
Well, that dome is covered in glazed tile. There's no way to climb up there.
Oh, come on, pal. There's always a way.
Hey, look at my statue. It's a talker with the hands. Okay, that maybe that was too far. Now that I think about it, Vinny's been on a Watto kick lately, and I've realized that, honestly, that accent now strikes me more of Italian than anything.
To the vent system in front of me. I should be able to guide you to the jail cell.
Ooh.
So wait, is Murray in jail?
Hey,
Nah, maybe. We're just here trying to get some info because the
Okay.
cops might have it.
That name's a stain on my pants, bro.
Ugh. Oh, it's this dude.
It's Dimitri, back from Sly 2.
Around here,
Dimitri. Long time no punch. See, you're still in jail.
and you still a cracker box.
Let's get past the name calling and get to business.
Looking for main man Murray, eh? Sorry, but I'd rather see you get busted big time. God! Policia!
Wait.
Also, I just want to point out that a minute ago, Dimitri said that Sly had some fuzzy dice for coming here.
Huh. Oh.
All right, new mechanic,
okay.
dialogue options. So let's try threatening him.
To those cops, and I'll get thrown in there with you. It'll be a heck of a cage match, and we both know who will win. Or did you forget Paris?
Worth it to see your smug face behind the bars.
Okay, so it's not like you picked the wrong one and it shows a failure state.
Where's that generous nature you're
Nah,
showing?
I pick all the wrong ones first and then the correct one because some of the wrong ones are
Big
great.
man. Big with the payback and the sex appeal. Got that end? I can throw the beat on this track. You're just a dancer.
I think now might be a good time to point out that this game was rated E10+, and they take maximum advantage of that fact.
Lardro.
Might get this cell door open.
In fact, I think this was one of the first games to get E10+, because it was 2005 where it was first used.
Yeah. E10 Plus is like the PG-13 of gaming, in my opinion. Or maybe PG?
It's not a perfect thing, because like T is for 13 and up. But yeah, Jungle Beat was actually the first game to get E10+.
Oh, just because it was ridiculously violent for a Donkey Kong game?
I'm a fashion all-star.
Maybe. It was just the right time. It was just a little bit after the rating started.
9 times out of 10, the rating they give a game is not about the rating that they deem worthy, but the rating they want to be perceived as.
Yeah.
Look,
Movies,
But
do
I
that,
mean,
too.
publishers and developers will aim for a certain rating, and if they don't get it, they'll change stuff
Yep.
so that they get it right.
Like, Shadow the Hedgehog was going to be T. Or was it T?
It was E10 plus.
Yeah. But they had to cut out some of the swears so they could get the
How about I
E10
get the
plus.
cops' attention, then run for it. Once they're all outside shooting at me, you can slip out no problem.
No, that's a plan I can get behind. Dimitri is free and Cooper is cooked. Key for sale is in head cop lady's office.
Okay, great.
Head
This
cop
puzzle
lady,
won't be a
huh?
problem. I should be able
Yeah.
to crack it by hand.
Get me out of here and I'll find Murray. No sweat.
Oh, really? Really? You'll find Murray for us? That wasn't part of the deal. We're just busting you out so you won't rat us.
Yeah, well, at least he's being nice, I suppose. We'll see.
Yeah, but like he didn't need to help us find Murray. So yeah, thanks, Dimitri. Quite generous of you.
Well, if that's Carmelita, then it sounds like she's lost her accent completely.
Yep, we are on actress 3 of 4 for Carmelita in this
Good
game.
gosh.
Every single game, different actress for her.
Unfortunately, we've got no hard evidence linking him to the pollution. I've yet to receive a warrant to search his opera house mansion.
What
so
is
we're
that?
just going to have to do this.
So what she's talking about is that there's a problem of tar being dumped into the canals of Venice, and they suspect that Don Octavio is behind it.
Okay, so the first game, she had a French accent? No.
No, it was, I don't need, Spanish, maybe? Second one was American, and this one, I believe, is more French.
Okay, I always like things redundant, so I'm going to give you the presentation again.
Ha.
This time, pay attention. You're not getting paid.
In case you didn't hear it the first time.
Yeah, she just repeats it.
Head back to Dimitri's cell and free him. If he's true to his word, we'll be talking to Murray in no time.
Let's get back to business. Now, where was I?
Well, those guys are militarized to heck and
Hold tight,
back.
boys. The power's on the fritz again.
Yeah, they are not cops. Carmelita mentioned earlier that these are mercenaries that she hired because it's mob stuff going
Right,
on.
the local police are just secret police, more or less.
There be light. Come on.
Which, once again, mercenaries are illegal.
Like,
Banned under the Geneva Convention.
I did not know that.
Really, you are an ugly, ugly man.
Ah, jeez.
I guess
I mean, there's a lot of ways you can skirt that definition to be basically mercenaries, but not really. But
'cause they're-
technically,
yeah. Because I know there's bounty
Yeah.
hunters. Those are legal, but that's an American
yeah,
thing.
that's just like basically outsourcing certain aspects of law
Yeah.
enforcement. You know, just
Yeah.
bringing people in for their court.
And then I know that
You really
the U.S.
can't
military
get
uses a lot of,
Sure, just takes a light touch.
oh, there's a name for them.
Cool.
Are they like independent contractor?
I
Yeah.
swear,
Yeah.
You spring me and
Here's
I'll
another
go
new
get
mechanic.
Oh, fun.
Murray. Big
This
Very
seems
Batman
like
Arkham.
but I've seen you open harder locks.
Yep.
Does it
and,
use the vibration?
Rotate the left
Yeah,
hand
but also
lock.
it has those blue lines.
Oh, good.
Stop, then go
And it's a
to
bit
the
tricky
right.
because it starts
Again,
vibrating
go to the vibration.
slightly before you're supposed to stop and go the other direction.
Once the
Okay.
green light goes on, let
You know,
out
it's
the
funny.
stick
Real
and you'll
padlocks
get
kind of
it.
are like that, where you can undercut them a little bit and still get it open.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said it like
I'll
that.
do like I promised and distract the cops so you can make your escape.
Solid. Don't worry, no mind. Straightway our password for Murray to find you. Meet at Rialto Bridge. Big Italian landmark.
Okay, guess it's showtime.
I'm guessing Dimitri did something to get him busted because this doesn't look like a holding place for long term.
Yeah, it's weird. He went to prison in France for counterfeiting, and now he's in a local jail cell in Italy.
He must have
It's
done
like,
something.
there's a story there.
Oh, Here she comes with her oversized gun.
You've got some serious nerve showing up in my squad room.
I was concerned we were growing apart.
Then let's spend some quality time together in my interrogation cell.
So forward. What happened to the demure girl I used to know?
She grew up and stopped taking grief from guys like you.
Guys like me? Are you saying I've got some competition for your affections?
You're the only man in my sights right now.
It's just not Sly if you don't have a section where she's shooting at you and you're running away.
Mr. Piccolo, how is Vegeta missing him? It's because he's aiming where he is and not where he's gonna be. Honestly, that's something that Rareware figured out to the point that I wanted to pull my hair out. Like, they call it bracketing, but games can totally predict where you're gonna go and just really ruin you. Oh, like that!
Oftentimes it relies on you staying on the same path you're on.
Greetings, old Inspector Fox. Man, you're in it again.
Way to dodge, Murray. That was impressive.
Phrasing, Sly.
Hide in the sewers like the rat you are!
Thanks for the quick escape. I owe you one. Again.
Of course, Searcher. We are all in need of peace.
Dimitri wasn't kidding when he said that he'd hook us up with Murray quick.
My
Yeah.
mind is clear, like the woodland after a forest fire.
Listen, Murray.
Oof.
We need you back on the team. That thing with Bentley, it wasn't your fault. He doesn't blame you for the wheelchair.
Sorry, Sly. I walk a different path. My guru, in his wisdom, told me to lose myself and not return until the black water ran pure. So here I stay.
You sure he didn't tell you to get lost
Haha!
until you cleaned out the water filter?
Come on, I'm on a real spirit quest here.
Sorry. Tell me everything. I've missed you, pal.
Well, it's a long and awesome story. You got any gum?
So while Murray's voice sounds a little bit different, it's the same actor putting on a slightly different performance
I
here
think
for...
it feels more like the first game, and I like it more. Because I did not like his take in the second game as much. It just felt weird.
Slideshows are back.
Yay.
His guru has been fulfilled. Whether we like it or not, we've got to deal with Venice's tar problems in order to, as Murray puts it, make the black water run pure.
So, fix local problem, Murray will come with us.
Nice.
We already know that Don Octavio is somehow connected. As non-law operatives, we'll be able to tackle the situation in
That
a
guy almost
more
looks like a
head-on
dog.
fashion. First, we break into Octavio's
His tail is a dead giveaway for a
Yeah.
lion.
It's just his little mustache. Gives me the vibe of a Yorkie.
Some photographic evidence
Yeah.
of him connected to the tar might be enough to get the old mobster put away. Of course, meanwhile, I'll monitor local communication frequencies. With some luck, we might pick up some quality intel.
Man, this is reminding me I need to keep cracking on that awful... Well, no, it's not awful, but that Rugrats in Paris playthrough. Oh, we're back at the danger room.
Yep, and these ones you can opt to skip.
Okay.
But for the sake of completion, I decided to show them.
All right,
Nice.
I'm really gonna test your climbing skills here. You can use your cane to swing from hooks. Just jump and press the circle button again to latch on.
Honestly, it's mostly just because there's a Bentley tutorial in here too, and we can see how he's similar and different to his incarnation from 2.
So you get to play as Bentley?
Hear that pipe?
Oh, yes.
Latch on and climb.
I just love pipes. Is that okay?
Phrasing, Sly.
Best friend, but don't forget wall hooks.
How could I forget the lovable wall hook?
Press the circle button to attach.
Of course.
To launch off of, you'll have to pull down on the left analog stick before jumping. Try getting
Oh yeah,
over
Mario
this wall.
Odyssey did that with the little birds.
Yeah.
That's it, I give. You've made it through all my challenges.
Hey, don't feel bad.
Those wall hooks were kind of tricky.
It was all supposed to be tricky. Anyhow, you've proven you know how to get around. A word to the wise. Anywhere you sense a thieving opportunity, you know, see the blue sparkles? You can use a circle button move.
Pretty handy.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Just casually jumps into the force field. It's fine.
Yeah, and on other tutorials, they're careful to make it go away before he jumps down.
All right, Bentley. Let me have it.
In order to maintain our lavish lifestyles, we'll always need to have a little cash on hand.
I hear ya. Most guards are nice enough to carry around a pocket full of change.
Exactly. You can pick their pockets by sneaking up behind them and pressing the circle button.
This guy looks like he's carrying some loot. If I steal it, you can fence the goods online for some cash.
That's right.
So pretty much the same as Sly 2.
Right. I like to think they just hired this guy as a stand-in, because otherwise, how would it work?
I would have to assume that this is like a digital simulation thing that Bentley made. And as I mentioned in the Sly 2 playthrough, in this game, instead of having to go back to the safe house and selling stuff, they just immediately give you the coin value.
That's what the number was. That's
as long
nice.
As I don't bump into him, it shouldn't be a problem.
Because, I mean, there was nothing that you could do with loot in Sly 2 anyway. There was no point.
Walking base.
Crates away! Great. Now, as any good thief knows, a job is only as successful as the getaway that's planned.
I hear that. Some guards are not too keen on fighting toe-to-toe.
You're not going to say I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Well, not now.
Thought so. Look, there's no shame in running from a fight. Keeps you alive. Hold down the R1 button to sprint.
Sounds easy.
Prove it. I'm gonna have this guard attack you, and you'll have to run away to lose him.
Whoa, hold up.
Ready, set, go.
So some of the balancing of things have changed between 2 and 3. It's a little more granular. If you're good, you can take on a flashlight guard as Sly head on and be okay. Be fine.
Is that you make a lot of noise. Sprint by a guard, and he's sure to notice you.
Well, if I'm already running, might as well keep going.
Good point. How about you try that? Run to this waypoint within 6 seconds, and then try and escape from the guards if they hear you.
Come on.
Ready, set, go.
How about you stop setting these guards up to kill me?
Well, you could always take them out instead.
Now we're talking.
If a guard hasn't seen you, you could sneak up behind him. You paying attention? This is complicated.
Of course, we're talking about taking out guards.
Right. Sneak up behind him and hit the triangle button to knock him into the air. Then press the square button to slam him down hard.
Sneak attack. Nice. So that's the triangle button to knock him into the air, then the square button for the slam.
You got it. Now give this guy the business.
Oh yeah, pretty similar to Sly 2.
Yeah, exactly the same, I think.
Unfortunately,
Yep.
the slam makes noise. Do it too close to another guard, and he'll be all over you.
It's easy. You take out the first guy, then hide out when the second thug comes running. Wait until his back is turned, then strike.
Try taking out both these guards without being caught.
Now, I don't remember if I showed this off much in Sly 2, but if you run up to behind a guard and immediately do the stealth kill, you should have just enough time before they turn around and see you to pull it off.
Oh, nice.
Crosses your path. Now for the showstopper.
Here's a new thing.
Slug up above that poor unsuspecting guard.
Yeah?
Feel like dropping it on his head?
Oh,
Oof.
yeah.
This button will release the boat. Make sure the guard's under its shadow before you know, knock him senseless. Look for those buttons around town. The
So now the environments have these booby traps
Oh, that's fun.
strewn about. So just another thing to make the environments more interactive.
1%.
As you know, we sometimes need reconnaissance photographs to plan for a heist.
Ah, the humble recon photo. The unsung hero of many a caper.
I've outfitted your binocucom with a camera. Click down on the right analog stick to bring it up.
I tell you, Bentley, you designed this thing really
So this is
well.
pretty much all
The
similar
left
to the
analog stick aims
camera
where
in
you
Sly
wanna
2.
look,
The
and
difference
right
is
analog
that
stick lets
there
you zoom
isn't a
in
whole
and
lot
out.
of picture taking in Sly 3.
Try to get a
Yeah,
good
in Sly
picture of
2,
that
the
chair
first mission of
suspended from the
every
ceiling.
chapter was a recon mission, you know, go there, take the pictures. I guess they thought that it got kind of old and repetitive because there are a grand total of 2 missions in addition to this tutorial where you take pictures at all.
That just seems wasteful.
That shouldn't be too difficult.
A bit. But it was a bit much in Sly 2.
Makes getting a good shot that much more difficult.
It's okay. So long as I'm quick with the zoom, I'll be fine.
Let's put it to the test. Take a picture of each of these guards without getting caught.
So yeah, Sly 2 had 8 chapters. Sly 3 has 6, but they are noticeably longer. So no more having to, you know, take down a villain over the course of 2 chapters.
There you go, Bentley. Some wonderful pinups for our refrigerator.
They're lovely. High art.
Seriously?
No. But you've shown some real skill with a binocucom's camera. Nice work.
All right, on to Bentley.
All right, Bentley. Things can get pretty rough out in the field. You'd better be prepared.
Preparation is my middle name. My wheelchair is totally equipped.
Good to hear. As a resident demolitions expert, you'll need to be handy with the bombs.
No problem. Just have to hold down the triangle button and out comes the goods.
Okay, try dropping a bomb on that crate over there.
For some reason, there was a
Exploring
vase
pyrotechnics,
breaking
but
sound.
How are your bombs versus guards?
Against sleeping guards, I'm like a Greek god. All fall before me.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, so you can prep it.
Yeah, you can do that in Sly 2 as well. Just hold it down and he
Nice
walks.
work. Now, how about someone awake?
I just put them to sleep too.
Now, the animation on the sleep darts hitting enemies has improved. It's a lot nicer.
To my binocucom.
Smart. So you just click the right analog stick.
As well as the model of the sleep dart. Watch this.
And to shoot, I press the R1 button.
Have you got a zoom function on that thing? Might be fun to snipe at a distance.
Yep, it's all on the right analog stick.
Try taking out that guard. Might have to zoom in a little. He's pretty far away. Nice. Now, get over there and bomb him before he
Yeah,
wakes up.
before they wouldn't react at all. They just, you know, fall asleep. Now
Yeah.
they have that little bounce to them.
I just think it's funny how big the
All right,
darts
Bentley.
look this
Make
time.
this look easy.
Yeah, instead
How's
of
your aim against
nondescript
moving
green
guards?
circles, they're now
With the
little
zoom
rockets.
function and nerves of steel, I'm ready for anything.
It's like in Metroid Prime 1 and 2 versus 3 with the missiles. I was not
Yeah.
pleased with the physicality of those missiles.
Yeah, it does make more sense if they're more like plasma or energy based.
Oh yeah, it's my own design. The pickpocket pull or the PvP.
So they decided that it was a bit much for Sly to be the only one able to pickpocket, so
Oh,
now
that's handy.
Bentley can as well.
And you can rob someone with that thing?
I just keep
Honestly,
the
that was one of the
L1
reasons
button
why I
open,
rarely played
sneak
as
up behind a
Bentley
guy,
and Murray in
connect
Sly
with
2
the
when I
magnet,
didn't need to, is
then
because
pull back
that's your main
to
way of
get
getting
a couple
coins.
Sounds just like fishing. Try it
So,
on this guy right here.
can Murray also pickpocket?
He can.
Okay. Oh, that's fun. I like
But they
that.
all do it in their own little way.
That's cool. I like this.
I mean, it's
Okay.
mostly the same as Sly's, just a little bit slower and less useful. But hey, Sly's the thief, Bentley's the smart guy, so...
Yeah.
Allow me to demonstrate. I just hold down the L1 button, attach, and pull. Couldn't be easier.
Got it. I can see somebody's played Mario Wheelchair 64. Nah, man, that ROM
chair
hack
of
though.
yours is a wonder. You've packed so much technology into such a small space.
I'm surprised that they acknowledge the obviously cartoon hammer space element.
Yeah.
And get this operation underway.
So no Murray tutorial yet, if at all.
No.
Well, that looks like it's about near the end of this part.
Yep. We'll be getting back into Venice soon, but thank you for being here for the beginning of our journey through Sly 3.
Woo.